Welcome back. Well, this is my second attempt at trying to have a video. I added the dog. This is Joby. I figured that when I post something that I think has great significance, I get a couple likes. I put a picture of the dog sleeping, and I get over 100 likes. I added the dog to the video. Perhaps we'd get a mix. The video's not that long. And I thought that for a few minutes, if anything, you could look at how cute the dog is. Now, if you're waiting for the dog to do a trick, he doesn't do any tricks. This is Joby. He just looks cute. Hangs out. In fact, who knows what he's going to do while I'm talking. I may bore him. But in my attempt, I'm going to try to hold this 20-pound dog while talk to you. I want to talk to you for a few minutes tonight about failure happens. It just does. In fact, I'm no stranger to failure. I think that if you looked up on Wikipedia failure, you'd see a picture of me. I mean, I'm like the poster boy child for failure. If it can be said wrong, I can say it wrong. If it can be done wrong, I can do it wrong. If it's about learning the hard way, that's me. It's almost like me and failure are best friends. And I never wanted it to be that way, but it happens. I say things I don't mean to say. I say things I mean to say, and they shouldn't have been said. I post things I shouldn't post. I argue with people I shouldn't argue with. I make mistakes. I fail. If you know me, I sin too. In fact, you might sin once in a while yourself. You just don't admit it to me. You can tell Joby, but I don't want to know. But I do want to talk to you about failure because it's real and it happens and it discourages people. I've made a ministry out of helping people overcome failure, whether it's failure in their job, their family, parenting, marriage, you name it. I've made the failure, and so I guess by the fact that I failed so much, I'm almost the expert on failure. I can tell you how to fail, when to fail. I can tell you what happens when you fail. I can tell you why you probably don't ever want to fail. But if you do fail, I can also tell you what you can do after that. Fortunately, God gave me a scripture a long time ago, Micah chapter 7, verse 8. I was 18, 19 years old, and well, I was learning very young that I was going to make mistakes in my life. So God said in Micah 7, 8, "Do not gloat over me, my enemies, for though I fall, I will rise again. And though I sit in darkness, the Lord will be a light unto me." That scripture has been a guide to me for the last 20-some years as I've gone through life and I've meandered through ups and downs and mountains and valleys, and crevasses and all kinds of things that are called life. God has always been with me, even in the darkest of times, in the best of times. God has been there. The resounding word to me, Tony, get back up, don't give up, and keep trying. I'm not alone in the company of failure. In fact, when I look at one of my favorite people from history, I think of Abraham Lincoln. If not our greatest president, one of the greatest presidents we've had, United States of America. And yet his life was riddled with failure for around 27 years of public life, from 1833 to 1860. This man experienced untold failure after failure. He lost his job. He was defeated in the state legislature. He failed in his business. His love life didn't go very well either. In fact, it resulted in him having a nervous breakdown. He was defeated for Speaker. The years preceding, right up to him becoming the president in 1860, was riddled with failure after failure after failure. Got to keep Joby in the picture. Joby, you got to keep looking at the camera. He lost the renomination for Congress. He was rejected as the land officer. He was defeated for the U.S. Senate. He was defeated for the nomination of vice president. He was again defeated for the U.S. Senate. All of this prior to him becoming elected president of the United States. I would think along the way, he must have thought to himself as he dealt with his depression and the things that he's gone through, that he might as well just give up. What does it matter? But thankful for our country and to God that this man had it in him to keep getting back up and to keep trying again and again and again until he got it right. For the sake of our country, for all that he did, he got it right. On the flip side of that, maybe it's not as important as as Abraham Lincoln did, but Babe Ruth is a famous person that is known for hitting 714 home runs. Now that's a phenomenal thing to do. I can tell you the few times I've hit a home run, and it was like a fluke almost, and it was certainly nothing near 714 in professional ball. It was out in the backyard, and it felt good. But did you realize that Babe Ruth had 1,330 strikeouts? It means he went to the plate 1,330 times and whiffed. He missed the ball. He didn't hit it. He struck out. Now that's not counting all the times that he hit a foul ball or he got walked, but he kept going to the plate time after time with the attempt to hit one more home run. He's not known for his strikeouts. He's not known for his walks. He's not known for how many foul balls. He's known for his success. Friend, if you keep getting back up on the plate and you just keep swinging, the more you swing, you're bound to hit one right. You're bound to get one out of the park. But you'll do nothing if you stay in the dugout. You'll go nowhere if you never take the risk. If you never try, then you've already lost. If you have fallen, get back up. It's not going to hurt you to get back up. It's going to hurt you to stay down. The pain and the suffering that you're in because you failed won't go away if you stay in it. I can tell you, I know. I got back up. It felt better to get back up. I took another risk and another chance, and I tried again and again. It always felt better to try. It always felt better to swing at life rather than to sit back and just give up. Jesus failed. The cross at Calvary perhaps was the most important and necessary failure in the history of humankind. All of hell rejoiced at his humiliation and his death. But Jesus rose again. By him coming back from death, he saved the world. Please know that if you don't give up, if you don't quit trying, if you keep getting up again and again and again and again, you will impact your world in a positive way. If you're listening to this, if you're watching this, get back up. If your marriage failed, get back up. If you were fired from your job, get back up. If you're having marital problems, get back up. Whatever you're going through, don't give up. Get back up. In fact, I'm going to leave you with this little saying. Success is just one more failure away. Success is just one more failure away. You can't stop. You're in too far. You've gone this long. Keep trying. If Abraham Lincoln can span 27 years of failures before he became the president, certainly you can make it a few more months, another year, a few more days. Give it another try. From Joby and I, thanks.